Hi, I'm Keda, and I truly hate putting myself out there, which, I mean, is kind of counterintuitive since I'm here. And I've got about 100 videos of me yapping on this platform, so you wouldn't think that. I truly do this for the love of the game. I do this for, this is such a fun, as of right now, hobby. Hopefully it'll become something more than that. But right now, I'm really enjoying the process of learning editing and color and something that I've really loved since I was younger. So in pursuit of hopefully making this channel and this sense of expression bigger than it is, and also hopefully building my confidence in knowing that I have what it takes to do this and what it takes to really see my dreams come true, I'm giving myself the next 6 months to truly figure out what that means for me. And this is why I'm starting the empowerment series. There is a lovely group of people that I'm doing this with who are a part of the empowerment studio. And for this story to really come full circle, we need to take it back to 2019, 2018. So picture this. It's 2019. It is the Christmas before COVID, and you decide that you are truly going to actually start to try to become a content creator. And in that swirl of things, you have been posting fashion content, you have been posting art, and for the holiday season, one of the things that you told yourself was, dang, I really want to make some greeting cards. I love to draw. So you come out with a cute little line of greeting cards and you sell them and people love them. This one is upside down. And not only are they cute, but I also made some that aligned with my values. And in the midst of selling these cards, I do not remember exactly how this went, but I met one of my favorite people on the internet, and her name is Libby. And so you're probably wondering, why the hell am I taking you down this path? Well, because Libby is actually one of the employees at the Empowerment Studio. And so through building and cultivating this beautiful friendship, I also got to meet some more lovely people on Instagram. Another one of them being Kinsey, who is the creator, owner, founder of the Empowerment Studio. She takes beautiful boudoir photos of all bodies, and their goal is to make sure that people feel celebrated in their bodies, loved in their bodies, confident, and you guessed it, empowered in every look, shape, contour, all of it, as we all should. And so with the Empowerment Studio being all the way in Kansas City, I did not have a way to, of course, collaborate in person, but it always been in the back of my mind, especially having done a couple selfie challenges with them that they do on social media, and just the way that they speak so much truth and light into their community. I thought right now would be the perfect time to actually do some of that work with them and really embody what it means to truly feel empowered in yourself. I can hear you now saying, okay, but Keda, the idea of empowerment feels so vague. I mean, it's great that you want to become a better version of yourself, but what are the actual tangible goals that you're working on? Well, if you were patient, give me a second and I'll tell you. So first things first is that I am honestly searching for a renewed sense of community. I struggle with the idea of support groups. They feel really vulnerable, again, which is funny because I'm somebody that yaps on the internet about some of really intricate details of my life. I mean, I don't go into everything, but anything that I think people can relate to, I tend to talk about because that's most of the reason why I create content in the first place. But just like when I was just coming around to the idea of therapy a little over 10 years ago now, the idea of opening up one-on-one in a vulnerable way with somebody turned me off. And I think that's why it's easy for me to do YouTube, because though I am being vulnerable, I'm not talking to you face to face. I'm not getting that feedback loop. And even though the Empowerment Studio is mostly happening over Slack, it is still a lot of personal one-on-one conversations that you can end up having with people, or, you know, really getting into the depths of what you want out of this program. And sometimes that's really personal. So I'm hoping that maybe this will be the support group that makes me feel a little less ashamed or a little less skittish when it comes to genuinely trying to find support and, you know, creating a team or a village to help me achieve my goals. And that doesn't just mean like, you know, in a work sense, but also outside of my friends. Who is championing me, you know, or who can I champion? Who can I help? You never know who you can meet in these situations. I thought I had more Coke than this. Turns out that is not the case. Another thing I'm looking for, honestly, is a reinvigorated version of self-confidence. I know what I have been working towards. I've been sipping on this bottle all day. I should not be surprised that this is all that's left. Surrounding yourself with other people who also truly believe in themselves, and if not truly believe in themselves, but know that deep within them they have the ability to do the thing that they want to do, that energy is infectious. And again, it's not that my IRL friends, who are genuinely some confident, talented people, but I need a bigger network of people. Like, I want to surround myself in so many aspects of my life with people who are really dedicated to working on themselves and really pulling out of whatever self-doubt that they believe in. We're not going to be perfect all the time, but when you know that there are people who are actively working towards the same goals that you have, and not necessarily like, you know, I want to start my own business or I want to do X, Y, and Z, but more like, I want to feel that internal growth. I want to feel confident in myself. I want to feel empowered in myself and in my body and know that I'm worthy of taking up space. I want to be surrounded with people that also feel the same way. That energy is infectious, and that is the same thing that I want to do for all of you. I really want y'all to leave my videos with a sense of, I could do that too, or dang, I do feel a little bit better about myself. You know, I don't want this just to be a diary of my life. I also want this channel to be a place of empowerment for other people in whatever little ways that they can derive it. It's not always going to look the same, but I think that is the beauty of diversity. And I think I am slowly but surely getting that with this group of people that I'm joining. Finally, and arguably most importantly, I really, really want to develop a deeper, stronger connection with my body. In a recent video, I spoke about some pretty major changes that I've made, mostly for, and I know, but it's true, for health reasons, but that also led to a very drastic body change. And my body is going to continue to change as I go through this process. I'm only just past 7 months deep, and things are still changing every day. It has been such an intense moment of whiplash to not feel very present with my body at my biggest, only because I don't think I mentally caught up. And to now, when I mentally caught up, I had surgery, and now I'm here in the body size I kind of remember being, at least feeling fully in my body last. I don't know how to explain that. I know it is borderline, if not the actual sense of body dysmorphia, but even now, knowing that my body is going to continue to change and like, you know, get smaller, I want to show up for myself in my body every day and really love the body that I have in that current day every day. It's never going to be about some, far off results. It's never going to be about, past me. And I don't mean that in, both versions of me don't exist to make who I am right now, because they do. But who am I in this present day? And how can I show up for myself in this present day? And what are ways that I can appreciate and love my body without linking it to my weight, without linking it to my health, except maybe in moments where okay, I feel an increased amount of stamina doing X, Y, and Z thing, or something like celebrating my body, where things feel a little better. But it's not going to be about the number or the outcomes. It's just, here I am right now, and allowing myself a space to explore that with other people who want to do the same. I know you hear that cycle, I want to be surrounded by people who are also working towards the same things as me. Not every single person has to be on the same wavelength. That's, I feel like that's very unrealistic, and everybody has different goals. But it's nice to have a dedicated space where we can all work towards the same thing together, knowing that this is what this space is for. If there's anything that these first couple of months of 2026 has taught me, it's honestly that I am more dedicated to my own betterment than I ever thought I was. There is a renewed sense of just building and becoming the best version of myself, because I feel like for so many years, I let what other people thought of me and what other people thought I should be doing, and the weird words and judgment of other people get in the way of me taking care of myself. I let so many narratives permeate my brain. And honestly, I think after making a major decision for myself and following through and seeing how well that went, I want to see if I really put my effort into so many areas of my life, what'll happen? You never know what's on the other side of giving something your best shot. Hi, baby. And so I lost my train of thought completely, but all that to say, I hope that you are excited to follow me through this journey. Over the next 6 months, we'll be talking about the different aspects of the empowerment experience, things that I'm learning along the way, and then hopefully at the end, we can hopefully take this full circle and I get to meet some of my internet friends that I have been friends with for years, that we've been doing this work together online. And just thinking about it makes me emotional, because we'll get into that when that video comes. But cuties, I am so excited to dive in and really give this a decent shot, and really try and see what I can glean from it, and also see what I can learn from other people. And I think it's just going to be a really good time. I hope you can join me for this series that is limited in only episodes and hopefully not inspiration, for myself and for all of you. Let's do this empowerment experience together with the empowerment series here on my channel. If you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed, first of all, you're a real one. Second of all, please and thank you. All right. I love y'all. I'll see you next week. Bye.